It's really hard to explain why she's attractive to me, but she just is absolutely gorgeous. Every time I saw her, I'd just be like, you're so pretty, I can't get over how pretty you are.
Hi, my name is Debbie Louise Cannon, I'm 43 years old and I'm a transgender lesbian. I had the surgery on the 16th of April this year and I made the decision on the 21st of April 2012, so a little under 4 years. It's really weird to go back and see how much I've changed. Like, you look at the most recent photo, which was then. That was a few days ago. I'll show you photos of me when I first took my wigs off. See? Look how different I look. It's crazy. Looking at my past, I've tried everything I can to be a man, but none of it's worked. I joined the army, I got married, I had a child, but none of it, whilst some of it was great, none of it actually fulfilled me in a way that this does. There was always something in the back of my mind, some yearning, some need to be something different. It's horrible to say this, and I feel pain to say this, by my mum. 4 years now of this, and she's not really acknowledging who and what I am. I've written her a letter, a really, really long letter. I hope that she would be happy for me. She said stuff to me like, don't turn up here like that. Like, she doesn't want me to go there and stuff, and I just... Whenever I phone her, it just goes to voicemail.
Can't take your call right now.
Just leave you a message.
Do you know what? I've tried. I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to be rejected by my mum anymore, because it just hurts too much. Ultimately, if your happiness means that your parents or family are going to reject you, as much as that hurts, that's their problem. It's not your problem. You have a duty to be true to yourself. Otherwise, you're going to live a life and be miserable. My daughter, I told her about my transition when she was 7. So she was still quite young. She's been amazing, fully supportive throughout my transition, and like, the more time she spends with me, the better relationship we have. We talk about being happy and about living authentically and about being true to yourself and stuff, and she understands it, she gets it totally. What more could any parent ask for? Is to be accepted, you know, in this situation anyway. And like, she asked me the day before, she goes, what are your favourite languages? And I said to her, well, I love Spanish and French and Italian, but also most of the world speak Mandarin Chinese. So like, she wrote down the word transgender in each of the languages as well. There was one occasion in the car we're driving along, it was October, I think not last year but the year before, and she goes, I love Debbie more than I love, and she said the old name, and I said, darling, you don't have to say that. And she goes, but I do, because you're happy. And I was like, so kids get it, they're not stupid. I've come so far to be everything that I want to be, you know. I've lost family over it. I don't see my daughter as much as I should. I'm not going to settle anymore in my life. Life is too short. You have to do what is right for you. And if that's selfish, then call me selfish. But, you know, I know now, you know, I hope that I stay with Lib forever. And if we do, then I'll be happy.
Love mummy. You love alpha mummy. Debs is alpha mummy and I'm omega mummy.
This is Liv, she's my fiance and I love her. Yeah. It's back on us a bit.
You should wear it more.
Well, yeah, now my breasts are
Yeah.
fantastic, yeah, well.
They are fantastic.
Thanks. If you strip away gender family is about love, support, respect.
Yeah,
the kind of thing that makes a family.
It shouldn't matter. Even if they've done horrible things, you still love them. I mean, you're not just going to be able to just go, that's it, I don't love you anymore. It doesn't get turned off.
Smells nice though.
I love fresh mint.
What?
You
I didn't do it.
did. You're perfect.
Yeah.
You're perfect for me.
Well, for you, yes, but I'm not perfect.
Cheers. Happy lesbian. What's she mean to me? Oh my god. Friggin' hell. It's really hard to articulate into words, but like, she's everything. She's my soul. I think about her all the time. She's my soulmate. It's like, I have a picture of her on my desk at work and I just look at it and I just giggle to myself. If you asked me like what home is and what love is, it's her. She's you know, the missing piece of the jigsaw, if you like.
Same.
He's so lovely.
Silly donk.
You're so silly.
I guess there was like kind of a challenge when she had to go off of hormones when just leading up to the surgery. She had to stop taking estrogen. During that, she was very irritable, and obviously because there was testosterone that shouldn't be there, and yeah, so that was quite difficult. But I wasn't worried because I knew James was a brilliant doctor and he would help us through the procedure.
I'm James Bowring. I'm a consultant urologist or urological surgeon by trade, but I have a particular interest in gender reassignment, and I do about a third of the gender reassignment operations that are currently going on in the male to female, at least in Britain at the moment. People had to get through at least a year, and it's usually longer, being seen by gender specialists. They have to have treatment with hormones, which has to be successful in terms of the patients actually find it satisfactory. They have to go out and live full time in the chosen gender. Probably the most difficult thing they have to do is the maintenance. They've got to dilate the vagina. I make a hole which goes on up through one of the most powerful muscles in the body. It's painful, it's difficult, but they've got to do it, because if they don't, the vagina shrinks down.
The pain is unbelievable. I've never experienced pain like it. For scale of 1 to 10, it was about 15. Honestly, it really, really hurt. First few weeks, especially like from being home and stuff, all the nerves start reconnecting, and it's, if you can imagine someone with a pair of pliers pulling your flesh and doing that, but with electrical pulse going through them, that's kind of what it felt like. It was like nibbing pains like that. I still get them occasionally now. I'm still on pain relief. They said it can take up to 6 months to recover fully. People talk about chronic pain and how debilitating it is. I can kind of relate to it a little bit because of what I've gone through. But to be in pain all the time, it's quite depressing, really. But yeah, the first kind of 3-4 weeks were horrendous. Like, I was in quite a low place. I was like, why have I done this? Kind of regretted it for a little bit, I'll be honest. I'll own that. But now I don't. The most amazing moment for me after surgery was I could stand in the mirror and look. It was gone. It's like it all matched and I just lost it. I was just crying. I like to share my transition with people because it's an awesome journey, and why not share it? I've set up a support network where anyone from the community can contact me if they're struggling in any part of their transition or identity and look for help. I think I have a social and moral duty to kind of share my identities because people need to see trans is normal. I've had kids contact me. They've got to such a level of desperation where they're considering taking their own lives because they don't feel that they're ever going to fit in, or they don't feel their families are ever going to love them, or they're not really, sure which way to go. I feel sorry for them, I really do. But that's why I do what I do. I mean, if I can help one child have a better experience and to not go through all the anxiety issues and stuff, then it's worth doing it. I put this quote on Instagram because I feel it's one that resonates with me. When you're born in a world you don't fit in, it's because you were born to help create a new one. looking at the work I do and the lives I've touched in a positive way, I think that I've helped create a new world, a new level of understanding for transgender people. I can see from both elements as a parent myself. I can see the fact that the parent is worried for them in being LGBT. I want people to feel that they're not alone, that they are supported. That's one of the reasons for running an LGBT support network as well. Hi Lindsay, how are you? Excellent. I'm just confirming that you're still okay to meet up and flirt tomorrow to talk about the LGBT community and people who struggle with their identity and stuff. Is that still cool? Yep. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye. You can try and accept a world that doesn't align with who you are internally, but ultimately you'll never be happy. 39 years I tried it.
You preach it, don't you? Live your truth.
Yeah, totally. Live your truth. Be yourself, no one else.
Yeah. But that's the thing. If you're happy, then the people around you are happy, and then the people around you are
it's a ripple effect, isn't it?
Exactly.
Totally.
Debbie is the ultimate ray of sunshine. I think there are very few people who are as genuinely positive about life as Debbie is. I worked with Debbie for about 4 years, and I think she has a real positive impact on people because of the way she is. She's very open about her transition to educate people, and obviously for some people they may never have met another person who's going through a transition, has made that decision to be themselves. If the more people you can educate, the more understanding there is in the world, and hopefully the world should become a bit more of a peaceful place.
I think if you look at mainstream culture in Britain, like soap operas and stuff like that, there are trans characters in practically every major soap now. There's a trans woman, Boy Meets Girl, is like a soap that BBC in its second season now and stuff. You got Paris Lees, who's a campaigner, journalist, trans advocate, trans woman who's open. Kids have role models to look up to who are comfortable in themselves.
People who are up there in their professions.
Yeah.
So it's not like
role models.
Yeah. You're my role model.
Aww, thanks. Don't. Stop crying. Thank you.